Hi lovely, and welcome back to my channel. This is Dotman Stitches. In today's video we are going to learn how to cut and sew this palazzo trouser. If you are interested in this video, let's watch it to the end. Firstly, I'm going to place my tape 1.5 over of this pattern paper. So from here I mark out 8 inches for the hip, and also take notice of that 1.5 over this. Then I mark out 11 inches for the crotch, and then after the crotch I mark out 4 inches for the tie. Now I'm going to connect it to the downside here, which is the 40 inches length plus 3 inches folding allowance. Now I'm going to make an horizontal line from this hip here and also to the crotch and also to this tie. For you to know your crotch measurements, you place your tape, you ask your client to sit down there, you place your tape from the waist to the top of the chair. So now I'm going to connect this line. So this is the hip, and this is the crotch, and this is the tie. Now from this, I'm going to place this tape again. I'm going to maintain the line. Then I will mark out the hip measurement divided by 4, which is 38 divided by 4. That's 9.5. Then I mark out 9.5 here. Then I add 1 inches for the sewing allowance. So whatever you have from this hip here, you are going to put it in this crotch line here. Then the next thing, you add 2.5 allowance to it. Now I'm going to extend this line. So after that, I'm going to use the curve line to connect this line. So just firstly make the straight line here, then you now use curve line to curve that side, or you can use your free hand. Now from the hip to the crotch, I already curve it now. So I'm going to connect this line to the waistline. So then once I've done that, I will be taking the waist measurement. So the waist measurement I'm working with is 28 divided by 4, that is 7 inches. Then I added 1 inches for the dart and also 1 inches for the sewing allowance. Now I'm going to curve this. I'm connecting it with the hip. Now from this tie, I'm going to divide the tie by 2. The tie measurement divided by 2, whatever you have, just put it in this place. So the one I'm working with is 22 divided by 2, that is 11. Then I'm going to connect it together with this crotch line here. Then I will extend this line to the downside, which is 43. So guys, don't forget, while folding your fabric is going to be in 2 pieces for the front and also 2 pieces for the back. So we assume this is 2 pieces now for the front. Now I'll be cutting it. So now cut out the starting point line that I drew from the side. Then once I'm done with this, I will just place it directly on the back piece. That is the back pattern. Now this is the back pattern. So we are assuming this back pattern is also 2 pieces. So now the next thing to do, from this crotch line here, I will extend this one by 2.5. Then when you get to this place, you mark just 2 inches, or you can make it to be 1.5, but mine is 2 inches. So I'll be marking 2 inches upward. When you get to the top part here, you mark your 2 inches also. Then I'm going to connect this line, these points, to this crotch line. And also to this side, I'm going to mark 2 inches from this side. downwards. So marking your 2 inches. So once you mark your 2 inches, then you are going to use a ruler to connect all this line. Just connect your line to this cross line. So I'm going to cut off this side. So you're going to cut off that side. So now the next thing to do, just mark your waistline. Whatever you have from this waistline, just put it on this back piece here. Just watch me the way I'm doing it. Just put it there and mark it. Then from this side, you are going to connect it to the hip line. So now I'm going to cut. So you can see that the downside is not up to the front piece. So when you place it on your fabric, just take your necessary measurement. Make sure everything is complete, because I'm using this pattern, that's why I'm managing this. So just place it and make sure you mark the correct length. So I'm done with this. Then I'll place it on the main fabric. So now I'm marking the dark space. Just follow your nipple to mark your dark space here and notch it. So this is the front piece and this is the back piece. So you are going to cut out 2 for this and 2 for the back also. So this is the main fabric. So this is the 2 pieces for the back, and also 2 pieces for the front. So now the next thing to do, I'll be placing one front together with back piece. One front piece and the back piece, I'll be taking it together. Then I'll stitch the side. So this is the back piece. Just remove one here and one here. Then for this side here, just use half an inch to stitch it like this downwards. So just place it on top like this, on top of each other, then you stitch it downwards here. So drag it together, make sure everything is aligned, then stitch it together. And you are going to do the same thing to the second. Then this is the second one, then just place it on top, then you stitch it together. So just place it like this, then you use half an inch to stitch it to the downside. So guys, now this is the channel that I cut out. This is the 6 inches of channel. Just make it as many as possible. Then just fold the downside, only one part here. Just fold it like this and stitch it downward. After joining a long channel like this. Now this is the trouser that I already joined. Just open it this way and place this channel and be stitching the first step. Just leave like 1 inches upward for the band, then be folding it like this, just be pleating it this channel like this for this side alone. So one will be lapping another, so then you cut it, do the same thing until you get to the down side. So this, you just open it like this and place it, stitch this side in and place it like this for this only side here. After you leave 1 inches for the band upward, just leave like 1 inches upward for the band side, then you'll be splitting this. It's going to look like this. So this is the first step. Fold it in this way, be pleating it. So by the time you fold it back, so another one will lap another issue, and this is it. So you'll be placing it step by step like this until when you get to the down side. So guys, this is it. This first and the second I've already done, so they have folded it into 2, then I join it. Now the next thing, I'll be placing it like this, then I'll pin this down side, then I will take it to the machine and stitch it all around. So just stitch it like this. So guys, this is the band that I cut out. So just measure your waistline and use it to cut out this band. And I already placed my interfacing. So just open it like this and stitch it. Then you now place it on this band for the back side here, because it's going to have zip, of course. So I'll be stitching it with half an inch. So after stitching it and place your zip, this is what we are going to have. So this is the final look of our trouser. Hope you find this tutorial helpful. Just click on this button and don't forget to subscribe. Now we are moving back to the top. So for this top, I'm going to use this pattern paper also. So because it's going to be a top too, I'm going to place my 6 inches upward here before I continue to remark the bust span. The nipple is 9 inches, then I mark out 9, and the bust is 12, I mark out 12 inches, and the length is 14 inches. Then I added 1 inch for the sewing allowance because it's going to be cropped top. Now I connect the horizontal line from this nipple here and also to this under bust and to the waistline. And this is 1 inch allowance. This is the press point on the bust and the waistline that I labeled. And this is the blouse length. So after this, what I'm going to consider the bust span, that is the nipple to nipple. So the nipple to nipple I'm working with here is 7 inches because it's small cup. So the 7 inches divided by 2, this is 3.5. I mark out 3.5 here, and also I mark out 3.5 all through. Now I connect. Now after connect this, now you will take the measurement of the upper and our under bust. So from this place I mark out 1.5 here, then I connect it because I'm working with the bust span of the bust measurement of 32 inches, and from this side I mark out half an inch. So everything together is going to be 2 inches. And if you are working with the bust part of 36 upward, you can make it to be like 2.5 inches. So now I'm going to connect it to the bust, to the nipple points now. So you can use a free hand, you can use a cover to connect this from this under bust to the nipple points. So I do the same thing to the other side. Now moving back to the chest line to mark out the upper chest. Now then I'm going to mark out the half an inch from this side here, and also half an inch for the other side. The upper bust typing. So I'm going to connect it like this. So I did when you're working with the largest bust like 36, so you can make it to be 1 inches for the side. So that's 2 together, but this one I'm marking half inches in. I'm going to blend it together with this. Now I'll be inputting my bust measurement, which is 32 divided by 4, that is 8 inches. Then I added this 1 inches, that allowance. So I'm going to place 1 inches of that, then I add another 1 inches for the same allowance. Now for the under bust, which is 28 inches, so divided by 4, that is 7 inches. Then I'm going to replace this that, which is 2 inches. Then with 1 inch sewing allowance. Now I'm going to connect this from this bust to the under bust, and to the waistline, whatever you have, just divide by 4. Then input it. Then you replace the darts measurement. You replace the dart, then add your 1 inch sewing allowance and connect it together with the under bust. So from this chest line here, so just your shoulder divided by 2. So this is 14 inches divided by 2, that is 7 inches. So I mark out 7 inches here. Then from this side I connected, the amount is 8 inches. Then I make it a rule like this. I connect it together because I'm not needing yoke, so I don't even bother to put yoke. So that's why I started from this side. Then I connect it just for me to get the armor shape. Then I'm going to connect it like this. So this dark space, I'm going to input it like this. Then I'm trying to curve it. This is another armor. Then from this side, I'm going to blend it together like this. So then once I'm done with this, the next thing for me to do, I'm going to blend it together. Then after this, I'm trying to measure that leg, maybe everything is fine. So if there's any difference, I'm going to place the make sure that I make sure everything is equal length. So this is it. Now from this post here, I'm going to cut out all this excess. Now from the breast point here, I'm going to input the darts, the bust darts, which is 1 inch here. So I come down by 1 inch, then I connect it together with the nipple. Now the next thing to do, I will open this side. Then I'll place this, I'll cut off this down side here to eliminate all these dots. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to place this line upward like this to eliminate this. After this, I'm going to use this front piece to cut out the back piece. So this one serves as the slippers allowance for the back, and I make sure that this one is lapped this, so in order to avoid this bust here. So the next thing, I'm going to mark out the nipple to nipple, which is the 3.5. I'm going to mark it for me to input my dart. Then I will just trace this line exactly this, the way this is. Then I will cut it off. So guys, so this marked line, I will just trace it upward like this. I make a straight line to this. So this is the waistline here, that is the 3.5. Then I will use the ruler to mark it upward. So guys, now I'll be putting my darts from this waistline. I've just mark half an inch to this place and also half an inch to the other side. Then from the upper side here, I will mark out 0.25 for me to tighten the chest here. Then I'll mark out another 0.25. Then I connect. So after this, instead of it to cut off this, I will just use one line to lap another line in order to eliminate this. So just from this slip side there, I'm just come up by half an inch to avoid the slip board here. So I'm going to trace it like this, then I'll cut it off. So guys, we almost through. So the next thing to do, I will just use one to lap each like this to eliminate this darts here. Then I'll blend it up. Then this is what I'm used to cut out the fabric now. So this is the front piece and this is the back piece now. So now the next thing, I place it on the fabric. So this is my fabric. I cut out the lining. I also cut out the body. So, and this is the side front, center front, and the side front. So this is the lining and the body, and this is the back piece, the material and the lining. Now I use the lining to turn up all this, and this is the channel that I'm going to use for the front piece. So I cut out like 6 inches also. Then I folded this side, or you can whip it. It's also the same. Now this is after stitching the, so this is the front piece now. So this is the channel that I've already cut out. So I will just place it on this here. Then I will be plating it. Place it like this. It's going to be 2 steps. So one is 6 inches and another one is going to be 4 inches length. So to have the 2 step. So then after pleating it like this, I use this lining to turn all the, from the upper side and the down side also, and all the side. Just leave only small hole for you to turn it. Later you now close it up. So this is it that I'm pleating. So once you repeat everything, so this is it, and this is the strap that I fold, that I've already stitched. So this is the strap. I will just mark from this center. I mark out from the chest line, from this center to the side, which is 3.5, the nipple to 3.5. Then I place this strap for one side, and I do the same thing to the other side before I will now use lining to turn it in. So I've already placed my strap. Then I will now use this lining to turn it. I will turn the downside, I will turn all the side, and leave just small hole to turn it. So after this is the outcome. So this is it. Just maintain your 6 inches strap, and the whole length is 14 inches. So this is 14 inches. So this is it. Find this tutorial. If you don't forget to like and subscribe. So we meet in the next